insult to Islam, Lebanon targets lesbian comic over prayer jokes. An openly lesbian Lebanese comic faces blasphemy charges from Islamic authorities over a viral sketch mocking Muslim prayers. Fakih's crude jokes about Lebanon's religious and political factions have sparked outrage, with the Supreme Islamic Shiite Council accusing her of the crimes of blasphemy, insulting religious rituals, and stirring up sectarian strife. The Grand Mufti also ordered a complaint against Fakih for insult and blasphemy against the divine glory and Prophet Muhammad. As human rights activist Jad Shahrour stated, quote, the idea that someone could be arrested, harassed, and subjected to death threats just for expressing views that may contradict certain societal norms is unacceptable. Fakih is no stranger to legal troubles over her comedy, having faced a military summons in 2021 for insulting security forces. The case highlights Lebanon's contradictions between liberal freedoms and religious conservatism. So this woman managed to unite the Sunnis and Shias of Lebanon.
Ah,
Yeah.
Lebanon. Yeah. What was this? It was a comic? I don't see the comic.
Oh no, that's her right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Unfortunately, I wasn't
Okay.
able to find in D, our lovely editor, we weren't able to
Oh,
find
okay.
the offending clip or anything that has subtitles in it. And obviously I don't speak Arabic, so I'm not able to bring more insight into exactly what her insults to the Muslim prayer rituals are. Um yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood when you said comic because I was looking for a comic strip. Like
Oh, no,
comic
like
as in
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I was like, where is it? I want to see the comic strip. But no, she's just okay. So what did she say? Do we know?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I can't find a translation anywhere, so it's not entirely clear. I don't know if
Okay.
there's probably people that speak Arabic in our live chat, but I don't know if they can find the clip or anything to give us, or anyone who's familiar with this case. I don't know if they're able to give us any
Mm.
specific insight into what she said, but apparently she was like mocking allegedly the Muslim prayer rituals. And yeah.
You know, Lebanon has a very active atheist activist uh, scene. Like, there's a lot of it's a growing atheist activist community in Lebanon, which is very brave, given that this is a country of Hezbollah right now. I mean, they're a little bit ahead of Iran, because in Iran you don't get to even be an atheist activist group or announce publicly that you are a lesbian and make prayer jokes. In Iran, you would get arrested and immediately for something like that. But even in Lebanon, Lebanon is a bit more free compared to Iran, but it's still very dangerous. I mean, this is where Hezbollah operates, so a lot of people are very extremely religious, and you could get eliminated for saying stuff like that. So it's
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't
it's
been
just
following what's been happening in Lebanon for a while now. Like, have
oh
you been paying
yes, it's
attention?
yes,
Because I mean, I
the
was more
economy.
familiar with things like last year when I was like, "Oh god, we're one step away from being a failed state." But, like, how are things
Now
going
we're
nowadays?
half a step. It's not going very good at all.
Oh.
It's getting worse, but it's just such a repeat. It's the news is just repetitive. Like, oh my god, the economy sucks. So now, and also that whole the economy like getting worse and worse is now people are not as interested in that, because after October 7th, everybody's when it comes to Lebanon, everybody is now focused on whether Hezbollah is going to join the fight, whether Israel is going to attack Lebanon. And imagine dealing with like a semi-failed state, and now we have to think about whether Hezbollah and Israel are going to war at this time with each other as well, which is insane. Like all the problems that you have had before, now you add this on top of it. So it's absolutely insane.
Is there anything holding Hezbollah back?
Oh yeah, but because Hezbollah is now, so Hezbollah has gone from just being a proxy group of the Islamic Republic of Iran to having its own also political power and economic power within Lebanon.
Well,
And for
yeah.
it to be able to maintain that, it needs to get reelected, right? So it's not all based on support from Tehran. It's
Mhm.
also its own legitimacy within Lebanon. It's important to it, right? So it's not as loyal as a proxy as, I don't know, 40 years ago. It's a proxy with its own self-interest. So it's not like a loyal dog with that Khamenei could just order to go to war, and we're like, okay, sure. They have to also take into calculation that if they take Lebanon into war, a lot of Lebanese people will be so angry to the point that they will lose seats in the parliament, and they cannot afford to lose those seats. So that's what's holding them back.
Out of
Yeah.
curiosity, did you see any footage of anyone in Lebanon celebrating Raisi's death? Because I've seen several pieces of
No, in
footage of,
Palestine, I've seen in
Gazans,
Palestine people.
yeah,
In
celebrating
Palestine, people
Raisi's
are
death.
handing sweets for Raisi's death, which is, a lot of Iranian people were sharing those scenes because they're like, look, you spend your money on Palestine, and Palestinians are celebrating your president's death.
Yo,
So
okay,
they're
actually,
rising.
I have commentary on that, but I'll save that for when we're doing the segment. Oh, Zaid, thank you. Someone who can speak Arabic and give us some insight, saying, Shaden made fun of Muhammad and the Salat and how it looks like choreography, and she started saying the Salat while doing the Macarena. Okay, that's actually
Oh
pretty
my
funny.
God! How is like you could say that in Lebanon and it's, okay, that's pretty bold. Like, yeah, Lebanon is different than Iran. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's
Your
great.
reaction of Lebanon built different.
Yeah. Okay. Like that sounds pretty risky. I can't imagine somebody saying that in Iran.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she is bold.
Oh,
She got
by the way, here's another interesting thing. A lot of Iranians make fun of their government because they keep acting like Lebanon is such a great place that is Islamic, and Palestine is also like such a holy place. And then Iranians look at Lebanon and Palestine, and hijab is not mandatory, and so many women in Lebanon are not wearing the hijab. And like, okay, if you celebrate these places so much, how come hijab is mandatory in Iran and not in these places? Hijab is not mandatory. Like, why is it like why? Like before Taliban came into power in Afghanistan, Iran was the only country in the world that hijab was mandatory. Not a single other Islamic country had made hijab mandatory for everybody except Iran. And now it's two countries, it's Afghanistan and Iran. So
Mhm.
a lot of people are like, if this is supposed to be mandatory, how come no other Islamic country does this?
Um,
Yeah.
we got a comment, Angry Keyboard Warrior saying, "Hello, Atheist Republic. How can I send college flyers justifying the October 7th attack I mentioned in a previous stream?" Um, I think the easiest way would be for you to send me pictures on Instagram. You can message me on Instagram. My
Uh,
account is in the description. And
yes,
also,
look in the description. You can see. Yeah.
we got a super chat. Thank you from HD Drake in
Sure.
commenting on the my slip of the tongue on the previous segment. Saint Suzanne is clearly not from Chicago, mixing up Michael Jordan with Michael Jackson. Sacrilege. Okay, it was a first of all. And I also have no Chicago accent. Thank God. No offense. Uh. um so
That we're gonna get a lot of angry comments now.
yeah,
Great.
they can bring it. Um, so, you it cannot be as bad as the Toronto accent, though. I don't know if anything can be as bad as the Toronto accent.
Oh my
The
God.
Toronto accent is heinous.
Th-
I'm
th-
coming out guns blazing.
Are you trying to make us lose fans now? Like,
Toronto
what if we
wants
have
to
to?
pretend to be New York so bad. I ain't ever seen a group of people
Oh
who
my
wanna act like they're hard and act like they're from New York so
God.
badly. It's crazy.
Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.